The house stood alone, dark, foreboding. It loomed over the hill, casting long shadows that seemed to stretch forever. It was a relic of a bygone era, with its crumbling facade and overgrown lawn. The garden, once tended with care, now a wild tangle of thorns and weeds. The windows, like vacant eyes, stared out blankly. They offered no warmth, no hint of life within, just an eerie silence, only a glimpse into the darkness that lay within. Locals whispered tales of strange noises and ghostly apparitions. Tales of the Harbinger House, a place of sorrow, a place of terror, a place where the past never truly died, a place where the veil between the living and the dead was thin. So thin, it was said, that spirits could cross over with ease. The paint peeled like scabs, revealing the rotting wood beneath, each flake a testament to years of neglect and decay. The porch sagged, threatening to collapse under the weight of its own decay. Every step taken on it echoed with a creak of impending doom. The air hung heavy, thick with the scent of damp earth and something ancient, something unsettling. It was as if the house itself breathed, exhaling memories of a dark past.
I was never one to back down from a challenge, especially not a dare. The thrill of the unknown always called to me, and tonight was no different.
Tonight, the dare is to spend the night in the Harbinger House, a test of courage. The house, shrouded in mystery and tales of hauntings, stood like a dark sentinel against the night sky, a rite of passage for the local teens. Many had tried, but few had succeeded in staying until dawn.
I stood before the rusted gate, my breath fogging in the cool night air. The chill seemed to seep into my bones, but I couldn't back down now. I felt a shiver run down my spine. It wasn't just the cold, it was the anticipation, the fear of the unknown. I pushed the gate open. The rusted hinges groaned in protest as if warning me to turn back. I walked towards the house, each step echoing in the stillness. The gravel crunched under my feet, breaking the eerie silence. I reached the porch, the wood creaking ominously beneath my weight. Every sound seemed amplified in the quiet night. I took a deep breath, steeling myself for what lay ahead. The stories of ghostly apparitions and unexplained noises played in my mind. I pushed the door open. The creak of the old wood echoed, signaling the start of my night in the Harbinger House. The air inside was stale, heavy with the scent of dust and decay. It felt as though the house itself was breathing, exhaling years of neglect and abandonment. Cobwebs clung to every surface like ghostly shrouds. They seemed to weave a story of their own, a tale of forgotten times and lost souls. The darkness seemed to press in on me, threatening to consume me. It was as if the shadows themselves were alive, watching my every move. I fumbled for my flashlight, the beam cutting through the darkness. The light offered a small comfort, a fragile barrier against the encroaching gloom. I took a tentative step inside, my heart racing with each creak of the floorboards. The floorboards groaned beneath my weight. I heard a noise, a faint rustling that sent shivers down my spine, a soft whisper coming from the shadows. It was barely audible, yet it echoed in the silence. I froze, my heart pounding in my chest. Fear gripped me, making it hard to breathe. I listened intently, straining to hear over the sound of my own blood rushing in my ears. Every second felt like an eternity. The whisper came again, closer this time. It was as if the darkness itself was speaking to me. I spun around, flashlight beam dancing across the darkness. The shadows seemed to shift and move, playing tricks on my mind. He scrambled to his feet, his heart racing. He ran blindly, desperately. He could hear the ghostly figure behind him, its cold laughter echoing through the darkness. He burst out of the basement door into the cool night air. He didn't stop running, not until he reached the safety of his car. He jumped in, slamming the door behind him. He fumbled with the keys, his hands shaking. He started the engine, the roar of the engine a welcome sound in the stillness. He sped away from the house, never looking back.